Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Okay. Oh my God.
We wanted to have a little separation because I'm going to have a hard time keeping my own FCC license today. Mm-hmm. I had no idea. I thought it was one snarky mention of our dear friend Carl Frisch on Fox News. It was an entire segment where, and he understandably didn't want to talk about this because and by the way, Chris, you remember I had to call the FBI when they targeted me on Fox News.
That's right.
Because of a death threat.
Yeah.
And so it unfortunately just starts the cycle all over again if he replies. And but I was shocked because of course I don't watch Fox News. I did not realize how. I mean, first of all, how horrible to say nobody without children can serve on a school board. No one cares about children.
That's the argument of not paying your property taxes.
Right.
If I don't have children, I pay my property taxes so that the
me
people
too.
that have children can send them to their school.
Yeah. Anyway, this despicable Jesse Waters did an entire segment with this Republican Virginia delegate. Mm-hmm. First of all, as we mentioned, Carl Frisch, they even mentioned, won with 65% of the vote. He is doing an amazing job.
That's why he got elected again.
Right, and he's now the head of the school board because he did such a great job. He got reelected overwhelmingly. And I just, you know how I am, Chris. I can call you any name in the book.
Yes.
When other people come after you, I mean,
that's different.
That's seriously, I am. We'll go Mama Grizzly on your ass.
I do the same for you. When people come for you online, I fight back.
I know. That's what I mean. It's like Carl is family.
Yes.
And I was enraged just reading these sound bites, Jody. I was like, also the story we just did about these Colorado judges being targeted with death threats from these right-wing lunatics. And, anybody that opposes, or becomes an enemy of the right. And I am... Okay, I don't even want to. I mean, I'm going to lose my shizzle. Please, I don't even know what to say. I just, if anything happens to Carl, I swear to God, I'm not a litigious person, but I'm like, oh my God, you can see why Ruby and Shea did what they did, and good for this judge that ordered Rudy Giuliani to immediately start paying. Yep. There has got to be consequences, not just for violence than the January 6th. Defendant's case, but monetary. You can't. And Fox News, they will never learn. I guess whether it's Dominion, they just pay billions of dollars, and they continue to target and smear and lie. Right. And it's how many people are dead of COVID that we just talked about because of their stupid lies and misinformation they put out. But
and there was no reason to bring his boyfriend into it.
No, it's despicable.
Right. Carl is the public figure just by virtue of being on the school board.
Right.
His boyfriend is not.
And by the way, what did he call it? He said dirty, but they're not dirty books.
They're not.
These are LGBT themed books, and a lot of school board members around the country swore on stacks of banned books to make a point.
Right. Books like The Bluest Eye, which I read in high school.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to read books, Toni Morrison books in high school.
Yeah.
A lot of kids aren't because they've been banned.
Yeah. I just put this out here, but you just have to see how despicable this was.
And why is this man insisting the curriculum be so sexualized?
He's not.
He's not a parent. He's not a stakeholder. He's an activist.
A stakeholder in the community.
Think that guy's going to boost test scores? He's not there for that.
Yes, he did.
You know exactly what he's there for.
What is
that?
My
God. Implying that he's a pedophile. I mean, this is just, it's so beyond the pale. And I know, Chris, because I don't, clearly, my mommy's blood pressure, I don't watch Fox News anymore.
Right.
Exactly that I wouldn't, even if it's not someone I know and love. It is just beyond despicable what they're doing. We played, drops of Waters and Laura Ingraham at the top of the show. They're preemptively trying to get out in front of whether it's the Colorado or Supreme Court ruling saying the left is going to engage in violence. They're trying to get out in front of knowing that the vast majority, as Chris Wray and anybody else has told us, is from violent right-wingers. The vast majority of threats in this country, and you can see why. Here is a guy, Carl Frisch, who wanted to, serve on his school board instead of. And by the way, yes, he was a political strategist for years. But a lot of people, instead of talking about it, said, I'm going to do something.
That's right.
I'm going to run for something, and had the courage to do it and won overwhelmingly. And this is what he gets for it.
Yeah, he's an alphabet crusader.
What?
You don't hear a lot about improved math, science, reading scores. You don't hear that. You just hear about graphic porn novels that the kids must read.
Not
They must
graphic
understand
porn.
them, and everybody must be tolerant of that. Is there any outrage at all at the local level, or is this basically now long gone?
This guy won with 65% of the vote in his district.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because the people of his district wanted him there.
Exactly.
This guy
They
said,
don't have to listen to idiots like Jesse Waters.
Yeah, he said, if you can, pull your kids out of school. Really? Really? Because Carl Frisch won with 65%. Oh, yeah.
Do you think it's odd that a guy with no children wants to be on the school board?
No.
Okay, every time we bring up stuff like this, we get people like us get called divisive, right? We're being divisive. We're being outrageous. I'm telling you right now, within 2 to 3 years, we're going to see prominent elected Democrats and prominent Democrat college professors advocating for the idea that pedophilia is not a perversion, it's a preference.
No.
Oh my God. This is the oldest trope in the book, Chris. And it okay, because I don't even have the statistics in front. The vast huge majority of pedophiles are straight identified men. They're not okay. This is like this despicable, like every gay guy must somehow be a pedophile. That is just beyond. Okay.
There are more pedophiles leading churches than there are leading school
Thank you.
boards.
Meanwhile, every story that you find almost about pedophiles is some right wing,
It's
whatever,
a church
blah,
leader
blah,
or
blah,
a youth
church
group
guy.
leader or
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're not pedophiles, they're minor attracted persons. And you're going to start to see this become more common. Now, when I say
you're
that
not.
now, everyone says I'm being divisive, I'm being hyperbolic.
Yes, you are.
But if 5 years ago I had told you that there was going to be an active push to keep these sort of pornographic materials
It's not
in your
porn.
children's public school library,
Tony
they
Morrison
would have
is not
said,
pornographic.
"Look, you're being ridiculous. Nobody wants to do that." And then they would gaslight you the moment that you proved that they did want to do it.
No.
So that's where we're at right now. And the message I have for parents is show up to your school board and get upset.
Yeah, people did show up, and they voted for Carl Frisch
Thank you.
Exactly.
overwhelmingly. The most votes anyone's ever gotten in that on that school board, and overwhelmingly reelected. It's what. Yeah, I love this. He wrote on social media, Frisch went out of his way to insult Fairfax County's people of faith Wednesday night. Are you kidding? First of all, these books are not porn.
No.
They banned Amanda Gorman's poem in one school. You know, it's. I don't even know the names, Chris. Of they're about diversity and inclusion. They're not even vaguely porn. Anyway,
Or they tell stories of people that maybe aren't like you.
Yeah.
By the way, I just thought, given what that idiot just said, he went out of his way to insult people of faith. Two headlines we talked about in the last couple of days. Priest can bless same-sex unions, the Pope says.
Finally.
And Pope is evicting a viciously anti-LGBT cardinal from his home and yanking his
Good
pay.
for Pope Frank.
Really? So, yeah. Is the Pope insulting the religion of Fairfax County parents, you moron?
There's a war brewing in the Catholic Church in America because of that. There is.
Huge
Yeah.
one.
So it's not cut and dried.
One last one with this idiot.
If you can, pull your kids out of schools because that guy
Yeah,
won with
that'll help.
65% of the vote, and he's not done.
Right, and if guys without kids want to be on the school board, I'm sure there's plenty of good people out there that are invested like that. But a lot of them aren't insisting on swearing in on a copy of Lawn Boy. That's where you know something's not right. Paul, thanks so much.
Paul, his name is not Paul, by the way. His name is Nick, the guy
Yeah.
he was talking
Right.
to. So
Way
Jesse
to go,
didn't even
Jesse.
know.
You suck as a host.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said Carl Frisch getting sworn in on a stack of kiddie porn he wants kids to access without parents or knowledge or approval is perfectly on brand for Fairfax County School. Oh my God. Again, not kiddie porn.
Nope.
I mean, okay, I can't, you know what, I even reading those, Jody, I was
I'm
not
sorry.
prepared to digest the level of stupidity and homophobia and hatred and just, okay. Is moronitude, is that a word?
Yes, it is now.
Leave my friend alone. I swear to God, it's just, you know, and in this threat environment, as you probably all know, this is serious.
Yes.
This gets serious, you know, and involves law enforcement at certain points. And I don't even know what to say. I guess this is the problem. You know, when they have this much money, they just keep paying off, whether it's defamation or the big lie about, you know, the election. And this is, where is 16? This is what we were talking about. I'm sorry, no, 15, just because it's still Jesse Waters last night.
It feels like the left wants violence because that's where this is going. We're being baited so their actions are justified. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
The more the left overplays their hand,
Right.
the scarier this gets.
Yeah, and by the left, he means the Republicans who brought this suit in Colorado to get Trump off the ballot. You cannot talk about this being deep state, Joe Biden, Democrat persecution, election interference. It's all Republicans. All the people that are going to testify against Trump, they're going to send him to prison, are Republicans that worked for him. The people that started this in Colorado, Republicans. I mean, it's, yeah, that's the left trying to start violence. Oh my God. There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.